I get told all the time, Colin, I see the value in business credit, but what if I don't have a business? Can I still get business credit cards? The answer is yes, you can. In this video, I'm going to explain from A to Z exactly how the process works, from what lenders to apply with, how to fill out the applications, and what documents to get together. So stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, my name's Colin Matthew, and I'm a business credit coach who has personally been approved for over $550,000 in business credit cards, business loans, and business lines of credit for my companies. And I've helped over 950 entrepreneurs, business owners get approved for business funding. If you'd like to learn more about working with me, click the link in the description below. So business credit cards come with higher limits, great rewards, and bigger bonuses. And it's a great way to separate your expenses, business from personal, for accounting purposes. But they are for businesses. So what exactly is a business and who's eligible to apply? So basically anyone who makes a profit or intends to by selling goods or services aside from their 9 to 5 owns a business. For example, side hustles like freelancers, logo design, rideshare drivers, people who mow lawns or walk dogs are all examples of somebody providing a good or selling a service and making a profit, and therefore are business owners. So if you plan on doing any income producing activity outside of your regular 9 to 5, you are essentially a sole proprietorship. A sole proprietorship is essentially an unincorporated business. It's somebody who hasn't gone through the legal process of setting up an LLC or a corporation and is operating a business or selling goods and services as an individual under just their name. Now, you could use your name on business credit card applications as the business name when applying as a sole proprietorship. And you can use your social security number on the applications in place of the EIN number to apply online for business credit cards. Now, many people have reported getting denied when doing this. In fact, what I would typically recommend is to at least go to irs.gov and get a free EIN letter for your sole proprietorship, and using that to show that you've established a sole proprietorship at a certain date and to show banks that you're a bit more serious about running your business. The EIN is essentially the social security number for your business, and it's used to open the business checking account. And by opening the business checking account, you really increase your approval odds of getting business credit. Now, if you want, you can also register what's called a DBA, or a doing business as. This is the name that you pick for your business. So for example, let's say I was doing auto detailing, right? I could just apply as Colin Matthew and use my name as the sole proprietorship. But if you want better approval odds, I recommend getting a DBA and an EIN to show the banks that you're more serious about your business. Now, to register a DBA, you can do it through your state's website. It typically is just filling out a form, mailing it in with a small payment of a small fee. Or you could go to websites like LegalZoom and InkFile, and for a small fee and in under 5 minutes, you can set up a DBA. From there, you can head over to irs.gov and get your free EIN letter. Now, with those two documents, you could go open a business checking account and apply for a business credit card. Now, like I said, many people do apply as a sole proprietorship just using their name and their social security number for business credit cards. And oftentimes, they will find themselves getting denied unless you have really strong FICO scores or a relationship with that lender. A better route to take is typically to register a DBA and get your EIN and open the business checking account in order to get better approval odds. But if you really want to take your business serious and you plan on making some profits, I highly recommend just creating an LLC. The banks will take you a lot more serious, and you get lots of benefits such as the limited liability that comes with an LLC or a limited liability company. This separates your personal assets from the business in the event that you get sued or anything like that, and limits your liability. Now, once you've set up your LLC or your sole proprietorship or DBA, and you've got your EIN letter and you're looking to get approved for a business credit card, some of the easiest business credit cards to get approved for with a sole proprietorship are Chase Business Inc. cards, American Express business credit cards, or Capital One business credit cards. But keep in mind, typically it's the easiest to get approved for a bank that you already have a relationship with. So if you have a personal checking account or a personal credit card with a bank, they're a lot more likely to approve you for a business credit card because you're not a stranger to that bank. They know who you are, they've done business with you, and they know that you can pay back your debts. So you're much more likely to get approved for a business credit card from a bank that you got a relationship with. Now, when you're ready to apply for a business credit card, the application's typically a simple 2-page application. The first page is all about your business. What is the business name? What is the business address? What is the business's start date? And what is the business's sales or revenue? Now, for business address, you could use your home address. In fact, most banks will not discriminate against you or deny you for having a home address. For all of my approvals, I've used my home address and I have not received any pushback or denials for using it. Now, for sales or revenue, even if you haven't earned anything yet, you can use a projection. Just ensure that the projection is reasonable. For example, if you are a freelancer and you're offering a service of logo design or you intend on doing it, it's not reasonable to project that you're going to make $1 million, right? So let's say, at most, the best freelancers make $10K per month. You could project that you can make, $100,000 in your first year as a freelancer. So whatever you project, just ensure that it is reasonable for your niche or your industry. Next, it's going to ask your personal information such as your name, date of birth, your address, and your income and social security number. For all business credit card approvals, they're going to run a credit check on your personal credit report on either 1, 2, or all 3 of the credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. This is because they have to know who is the person who's going to be holding this credit card in their wallet and what is their financial spending behaviors and habits. Are they responsible and do they pay back their debts? Your credit scores, your income, and your credit profile are going to be large determining factors in whether or not you get approved and how high the limits you get approved for. It is best to have a 730 to 750 FICO score or higher for the highest limits and for the best approval odds, but generally you're going to need at least a 680 personal FICO score with less than 30% utilization on all of your revolving credit lines, and typically at least 2 personal credit cards with at least 1 year of age to show that you have some experience handling credit cards, and less than 3 or 4 hard inquiries in the last 6 months. Lastly, you're also going to want to ensure you have no major derogatories such as charge-offs, repo, collection, or bankruptcy. If you are struggling from any of those derogatory marks and you need help fixing your credit, head over to creditveterans.com. We offer 0 advance pay credit repair. That means we will fix your credit first and then you pay. Now, once you've submitted your application, it will typically either be auto-approved or it'll tell you to wait 5 to 7 days for a letter in the mail or an email response because it's pending decision, or you will be denied. Now, whether it's pending decision or denied, you should always call in either the reconsideration line or the customer service line and ask for the status. Oftentimes, they just need to verify your information or your EIN letter. And if it is denied, you should always request a manual review. Now, with the manual review, instead of your application just being processed by the system, a human being will manually review your application and you can negotiate an approval oftentimes. Now, finally, when you get your business credit approvals, ensure that you set up automatic payments. The vast majority of business credit cards do not report to your personal credit report, but if you miss a payment or default, they will. So ensure you set up automatic payments with the business checking account where you do all your deposits to ensure that you have a good accounting system and make it easier for yourself when it comes time to do your taxes. So that wraps up this video. Let's recap what we learned today. How to get a business credit card without having a business. Business credit cards often come with higher limits, bigger bonuses, and great rewards. And you don't even have to have a business to get one. If you have a side hustle or intend on starting one to sell goods or services and make a profit, you could apply for a business credit card as a sole proprietorship. You could apply for business credit cards online using your name as the business name and using the social security number in place of the EIN number on applications. For better results, you could register a doing business as or a DBA with companies like InkFile or LegalZoom in minutes online for just a small fee, and you could get your free EIN letter from irs.gov. This is basically the social security number of the business, and it allows you to open the business checking account, which will increase your approval odds for getting approved for a business credit card. If you plan on taking your business seriously or you expect expect to make a profit or revenue very soon, you might just want to skip the sole proprietorship and set up an LLC because banks will take you more serious and it will increase your approval odds overall. Now, with a 680 or higher fair credit score with no major derogatories or excessive utilization or inquiries and minimum 1 year of credit age, you can apply for business credit cards like Chase, American Express, or Capital One online. Or for best approval odds, apply with a lender you already have a pre-existing relationship with, like a personal credit card or a personal checking account. If you were denied, be sure to call the reconsideration line. Oftentimes, you can request a manual review and negotiate an approval. Now, once you're approved, ensure to set up automatic payments. The vast majority of business credit cards do not report to your personal credit report unless you miss a payment. So set up that automatic payments, don't miss a payment, and follow for more credit tips. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, smack that like button. And if you aren't subscribed, get lost. What are you doing watching my videos? Hit that damn subscribe button and get out of here. This is Colin Matthew, and I hope to see you guys on the next one.